What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I'm going to be talking on a YouTuber's history. Will a YouTuber's history disappear at some point in time? Because every big YouTuber, they have a past. You know that there's something that haunts them. There's something that they did or said, or there was a video, or there was some beef that they were in. And the question is, can that disappear? No, it won't. No, it won't. I just sat down and watched a video of the one YouTuber, KSI. So I'm pretty sure if you've been like a long time KSI fan, like you've been subscribed to him, not like for a few months, but no, for some years. I've been subscribed to KSI, since probably when the Harlem Shake challenge was a thing. I'm pretty sure everybody remembers that. It'll start off with one person doing some weird dance. Next thing you know, 10 people are in the background, 10 people are outside. Literally, people all over the place just doing a weird dance. But it was funny because it was later on discovered that wasn't what that dance. I don't know where the name Harlem Shake came from, but it was supposed to. The Harlem Shake is a New York dance. It's like a dance that's like what I think it is a New York dance, but if not, then it's just like an East Coast dance. Like only on the East Coast people be doing the Harlem Shake, but I think it's a well-known dance in New York. So yeah, the Harlem Shake, that dance, it was just. But I've been subscribed to KSI since then, him and his brother. And I remember KSI at the time when I subscribed to him, he was dating this girl. And she's probably like mentioned in some of his older videos, probably even on Deji's channel too. She's mentioned on some of his older videos. But yeah, she just had to recently come out in a video, I guess, like people still asking her about like her and KSI, like, oh, are y'all still dating, or what happened between you guys, or what's going on? I'm like, they broke up. So here's the thing. They broke up a long time ago. Long before probably any of KSI's like newfound success. Like before boxing, probably before his music started blowing up. They broke up a long time ago. But people still ask her about KSI. And that's the same with the one guy that KSI used to beef with, Gujan Daniel. People still, if you go and look up that YouTuber, for those that don't know that situation, I talked on him not too long ago, but there's this guy named Gujan Daniel that pretty much like, I don't think backstabbing would be like the words to use, but let's just say he turned on KSI. You know, he pretty much was like, oh, I don't know who KSI is, even though KSI is the one that blew up his channel. Like anybody that was subscribed to Gujan Daniel was a KSI fan. So that's why I was like, he probably thought like, oh, okay, well, since they're subscribed to me, then, you know, they don't know who KSI is anymore. They're watching my videos. So I don't know what he was thinking. But anyways, let me turn this lamp on real quick. I like when this jellyfish lamp is on. But anyways, and even people, they still bring up my past. Like, they still bring up, like, past videos or past beefs that I've gotten into. There's the one beef that I've gotten into talking about this cartoon, Thomas the Tank Engine or some stuff like, or Thomas and Friends. I don't know. That show got, like, 100 different names. But anyways, people still get on me about that. And I just had somebody leave a comment, 2 comments this morning. I ended up deleting the comments because I'm like, bro, this beef is so old. Like, literally, nobody is talking about this. So there will be times when beefs and all of that stuff, it will die. But I guess the legacy of it will always live. So there will be that one person still talking about it as if it's something that just got started today. And I think that's a lot of times when people, when they are subscribed, or when they come across an older video of a YouTuber, I guess they will be curious, you know, in some cases or scenarios. But I feel like with drama, I feel like that's something that shouldn't be mentioned to a YouTuber that's, you know, that was involved in that drama. And yeah, cause I was like, when people like bring up the whole Thomas Tank Engine stuff. So here's the thing. So for those that don't understand that, like, what are you talking about, Thomas the Tank Engine? So for my new listeners, for my new fans, so probably in 2016, I had got into it with this Thomas Tank Engine community. There was a fan in that like whole community that I had some problems with prior before, and I seen that he was a fan of this show, so I decided that I was just going to, roast him, the show, literally everything that he loved about it, because I knew that that would make him mad. So I was just like, okay, well, you know what? Let me just badmouth, I guess, Thomas the Tank Engine. And it ended up like backfiring on me, because then there was a bunch of fans from the fan base. They got on me about it, and I'm all like, hey, look, like, I wasn't trying to go after y'all. Like, I was just trying to upset this guy. And it just seemed like they wasn't hearing it. They still was getting mad about the thing that I said. Now, even though I explained myself, that's one thing I don't like. I'm like, yo, if I'm explaining myself, listen to what I have to say. This ain't gonna be no going back and forth arguing. Like, no, y'all gonna hear what I have to say. If you got a problem with it, then don't even watch my videos. That's what I'm like. I talked about that in the last episode. If you ain't gonna hear what I gotta say, then don't watch my videos. Unsubscribe, unfollow, do whatever you gotta do to just erase me from you. Alright? But anyways, so yeah, but I explained myself. I pretty much was saying like, yo, this was a misunderstanding, or it was a mistake. I only meant to go after one person. I didn't mean to go after a whole community and stuff. So y'all can just chill out, like. But no, they were still mad about it and things. But I still kind of stand by what I said, because I'm like, yo, it's one thing if you watch the show in your own privacy. I wouldn't care, I wouldn't care at all. But when you're talking to like underage people online about a cartoon that doesn't raise no red flags, I'm saying I wouldn't want my kid to be talking to no grown adult about no cartoon show, unless it's like I'm there and I'm seeing the conversation. But I'm like, nah, that doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right to me at all. But I don't know. People are different. Maybe people are a little bit more open to their kids talking to grown-ups online, but I know I wouldn't want my kid to be talking to no grown-up online, because I'm saying, like, you always see those videos where people be like exposing like some pervert. Like, they'll go and be all like, oh, you thought you were meeting a girl, but turns out you meeting a full-grown man. And then I just seen a video like that not too long ago, and I'm like, most likely they were talking about stuff that person or kid, whoever, like, things that their age group likes. I'm like, yeah, that's something that I'm not with. I'm not with the whole talking to kids. That's why I'm like, I'm very limited to talking to kids, like, in public, online, like, anywhere. I'm like, unless there is a parent there, that is the only reason why I would talk to a kid, say anything to a kid, look in a kid's direction, if the parent is there. If I don't see a parent, I'm gonna look for a parent. But I'm like, nah, I ain't got no, like, I'm telling you, there's like at times I'm like, there'll be teenagers. I'll be minding my own business, like in the mall chilling. There'll be some teenagers like come up to me. There's like one teenager I remember a while ago said some old random stuff to me, and I just completely ignored her. I just looked at her and just kept on walking. I'm all like, first off, you're interrupting my music. So I'm like, don't interrupt my music. That goes for kids and adults. I'm like, don't interrupt my music time. But yeah, I was just all like, man, I'm like, I'm like, if it's one thing, if I like know you and know where you come from, because there are people that I know that's like, underage, but I know their family. I know, like, and it's kind of like a family of my own and stuff. So that's why, yeah, I'm like, it's one thing where it's like people that consider family, but if it's people that you don't know, you don't consider them family, yeah, you don't need to be talking to them kids. I don't care what y'all are interested in. You talk to people your age, they talk to people their age. Period. But they didn't understand that, that there is fan base in that community that was highly offended by what I said and stuff. But I ended up apologizing. I was like, yo, if I offended anybody, that was just caught in the crossfire, I'm sorry. I didn't really mean to offend anybody else. I was just only trying to offend this guy. And I think some people caught on to it. And I think the majority of the fan base, I just think that there's like a few leftovers that hasn't really caught on yet. They still need to watch all the videos and stuff. But anyways, but yeah, I was all like, yo, I wasn't even trying to go after y'all. I was just trying to go after this kid. Like, y'all was caught in the crossfire, my bad. But Anyways, but yeah, like that stuff still hunts me till this day, and it's even well, not so much Minnesota boy. Nah, I haven't gotten a Minnesota boy comment in a long time. I can't remember the last time I got any comments or any haters from Minnesota boy, because I kind of found it hard to believe I got hate comments from his fan base in the first place. You know, you'll be surprised on how many haters or not haters, but just racist people are out there on the internet and stuff. It was like even people attacking me, and they were the same skin color as me and stuff. I was like, bro, it was man, I'm telling you, that was like a beef where I was like, it was just dumb. Like thinking back on it, people saying that my black card has been revoked because I'm not a racist or I'm going against my brothers and sisters. I'm like, look, there's people that I know that are white, and I would consider them more of a brother than anybody else on the internet that's attacking me because I don't go with their, rules of life. I'm like, that's their rules of life. I'm living my own rules of life. I'm not going. My thing is like, why? If I was born, because I see it as this: a person is born to make a change. They're here to do something to motivate the minds of somebody, So then it could just be a straight up just domino effect. I see myself as a motivator. I see myself as somebody where if I say something or if I do something or if I accomplish something, I want somebody to see that and then they use it for themselves, and then they end up following their dreams or doing whatever they want to do, and somebody that's following them, like I said, a domino effect. Like, I'm not here to listen to others. Like, I never really see myself as a listening to others type person and things. I follow my own rules, and I feel like, like it might not, I might not be living the life that I want to live right now, but I do see it in the near future where I will be living the life that I want to live. It's just going to take a lot more motivation, a lot more dedication and stuff, and so on. So that's how I think everybody just needs to live, motivate yourself, like, dedicate, whatever it is, like, but just overall, like, listen to yourself, but anyways, but yeah, like, there's people even from the Just the Robot fan base, they still be trying to leave comments saying like, oh, you should have listened to his advice. I'm like, not really, didn't really feel like it. And I'm like, I don't know him like that, don't really want to know him like that. Obviously his advice hasn't gotten him to where he wants to get to in life, so why should I listen to it when I'm like trying to achieve much more higher goals than him? So yeah, but like I said, like, there's still people that will bring that stuff up, and I'm like, and like I said, like, the beef, the drama, the arguments, all that stuff, like, whatever it is that you're currently in, it ain't gonna last forever, but the legacy of it will still be there. People will still talk about it and stuff, whether it's a breakup or whether it's a whatever it is. Like, that's one thing. It's me, one of my friends, where they was the reason I think how I met them was through their significant other, and yeah, they and that's something that we still talk about. It's something that was like, because I remember I had gave them some advice on their relationship. That's one thing that I'm like, it's crazy how I'm like, I'm not in a relationship, but I can give off some advice, and I'd be sitting down thinking to myself like, dang, I should write this stuff down so when I use it for my own relationship and things. But I was like, but no, there's I remember I was giving them some advice on their relationship, and it was still something that that we from time to time will talk about, because that's why I was like, that I'll have to say like that whole situation was because of how we ended up meeting and things. And so yeah, I for just to let people know, I'm that type of person where if I see somebody post something sad or they're dealing with some stuff, I reach out. And that's exactly how I met this friend. They were dealing with the breakup, and I reached out, and yeah, just overall was just like, hey, this stuff, the pain that you're feeling doesn't last forever. Eventually it's going to go away. I do hope the best for you. I hope that if you and this other person, if you guys get together, I hope it's better this time around. But but no, that they, I know people ask like, did they continue dating? I'm like, nah, I don't think I don't even think they talk anymore, really. But No, it's I try to that's one thing that I try to like push off on the other people. It's like whatever is hunting you, whatever is bothering you, like that stuff ain't gonna last forever. It's not gonna be the same how it was when it originally started. That's one thing that I have to say is you is when a person when you're dealing with something and it's something that's been affecting you. Let's say it's been affecting you your whole life, and you're like in your 20s. But then all of a sudden, there's going to be that day. You know how you see that meme that goes and travels online where it's all like, you chilled at one of those electric boxes out in somebody's house for the last time? That is you. But like that, the electric box is your problem and stuff. Like you seen that problem for the last time, and then there was a whole new world that you came across that just really, changed. And then when you think back and you're like, dang, I was like, and that I was like in this situation for the last day, for the last time, and now look at me, I'm doing better in life. So that's why that's the motivation I try to push off on everybody. If it's something that's haunting you, and it's and it's something that's like overall like messing with your head, it ain't gonna last forever. It's definitely not gonna last forever. And the girl that KSI that they were like in a relationship to, because that was like the whole reason why I did this episode. But she seemed like she's in the better standings in life. She just overall brought that up because people still talk about it, and it's okay to talk about it. That's like one thing that I tell people, like, talk about your problems. Don't keep that stuff like bundled in and things. Or, you keep that stuff, because that's, I have to say, I tell you right now, do not let anything in you like be held like together, because I made that mistake. A lot of the problems and stress and anger and sadness, I had that like bundled up in me for the longest. I was long overdue for like a good crying session. I was long overdue for just to just let like the pain out. And I remember it was like in the beginning of quarantine. I dealt with some stuff, and but all of that pain, I have to say that was something, it definitely did make me a stronger person, like letting that pain out. Because if I didn't, then I don't even know like what would have happened in the future. And I feel like that now, the situation I was dealing with in the beginning of quarantine, that's something that doesn't even affect me anymore. And like I said, like there was a day where I was really just getting hit hard with, all the problems that I was facing, but that was the last day. And now I look back and I'm just all like, dang, like I was in that situation for the, like, there was at a point in time I was dealing with that situation for the last time, and now look, I have to say that I'm in a better, a much more better mind zone. And I'm content with myself, and I think that's how people need to be content, like just be one with yourself. Don't let things affect you, don't let things bother you, because you let things bother you for like you keep that stuff bundled up. I'm telling you, it's just gonna be a nasty day when you because I'm telling you right now, bro, I'm telling, when I had just let out like all that just pain and anger and sadness, and there's people that I know that they've done the very same thing, and it's it's something that needs to just you will share every emotion possible. You're gonna have like no emotion days. You're gonna have happy emotion days. You're gonna have angry emotion days. But you gotta let that stuff out. You can't let that stuff be bundled up and just pretty much like taking over your body. I feel like that's one thing that will just slow down your process. And there's still just things I'm battling till this day that I'm just it's I just know that there is going to be one day where I just I look at, like, just look back and just see, like, I dealt with it for the last time, and it's going to be like that with a lot of things that bothers you. So always know that, but anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe however it's set up. Also, check out my merch store. Got some merch up for my podcast, for my main channel, for my brand, Wastelanders. A lot of gear is up right now. But anyways, the last thing I released for my podcast was a coffee mug. So if y'all need a new coffee mug, go check it out. Got that. And got a pillow. So if y'all want to rest your head on a TMossBoss Show pillow, you could very well do that. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.